Well, good morning, everybody. Little Wright, Texas Girls Farm. As you can see, Dutton's down there eating some vines. I put Mom some vines down there on the fence. For some reason, they like eating them off the ground. Him, we'll see what he does. He didn't eat all of the tree limbs I gave to him yesterday, because yesterday I trimmed that tree. And I trimmed and cleared all that nasty stuff there. And then I think I cut the poison ivy vine that's going up there, but I can't pull it off. And there's others poison ivy vines. And then I went and cut everything that was still alive attached to that tree, and then stacked some of the stuff over there on the pile. So you can tell I've been busy. I cleaned up, cut all the lower limbs on, let me zoom out, on the holly, and there was American Beautyberry, so I got it, planted it there. But I did that, I want to cut that one too, but it's a little too high, so I may have to wait until my sister comes down with the tractor and then trim some of the lower ones. It just makes it look better. And I've been so ready to clean that up. And I cut the vines that are all still on there, so they'll eventually die. But there was a grapevine. A lot of it's grapevine. Same thing that was around there. And y'all can see how big. And I was real careful, but I've already been inside and washed my arms, and I touched my pants and got some soapy water and kind of washed over that. But look how big poison ivy vine. And I've got to get it cut down there, which is still alive, but I'll have to get it cut and then keep it trimmed. And then I trimmed this one up because it was just everywhere. And that little lizard, I've ran him off twice, and I should have cut that little elm tree coming up, but cleaned up all around this holly, and that one right there is dead, so I'll get my sister to try to push that over with the tractor. And then I haven't decided about, I might dig up these American Beautyberries and plant them somewhere else. I'm not for sure, but I cleaned around there. Cut that, anything that had a vine on it over here, and then I raised up the canopy on that. But that pile right there is all poison ivy. I try to keep it in one section because it doesn't like me. But yeah, this was a job, and that big root right there is part of the grapevine. So I'll eventually get the rake down here and rake all this up. But there's the grapevine. You can see that is actually a cow vine, but it has so much poison ivy mixed in with it. I wasn't going to mess with it. But yeah, I haven't had to do this since way back when. I think the first year we was making videos, and I had Charlotte Pig, and her and I was cleaning up everything. I think the next tree I need to clean up is that, and then those two, and then starting working away over there. But just getting the vines cut so they'll start dying is, you know, you can tell. Cut that one. And then pulled, you can tell where I pulled vines off the trees. And then that's poison ivy hanging right there. And you can see how big that one was. But it's way up there. So I don't know about it. But I figured I'd just make a video. Show, you know what, it did rain again yesterday, but it didn't rain as much. But I tried to get out here. It just looks so much better with all that stuff down away from the trees. And I can get a little closer with the mower and maybe keep it. And the rest of this poison ivy will die. I'm going to walk down to Maggie, let's go to the pond. We're going to walk down to the pond, and I'll pick y'all back up. So, I don't know what that is. I need to take a picture of it, see. But when you walk down here, It smells like oregano. So I'm going to look it up and I'll let y'all know what it is. But it's a pretty little plant. It's a pretty little plant. But as soon as you walk right past this, it smells like oregano. Everything over here is doing okay. Little weeping willow's doing okay. And pond's still up. Wish all these would come up real easy, just pulling them up. But yeah, with Maggie getting bit, see how easy they come up. With Maggie getting bit, I don't really want to venture off and do that. I don't have any snake boots. But yeah, it's supposed to rain again. And y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, if y'all watched videos a long time, that's a big old pile of dirt over there. And look at all them trees that are growing up. And then there's old dead trees block up against it. But yeah, needs to be cleaned up. It looks so much better. But I'm going to look this up real quick and I'll tell you what it is. Well, it's saying that it is spotted bee balm. Who would have thought? I've been planting seeds trying to get bee balm to grow, and then it'll grow, and then come down here, and here it is. Alright. I'm sitting on the picnic table. I'm going to walk up and get in my chair and sit down and finish drinking my coffee, because I took about 3 drinks and then started to work. But it looks so good down here mowed. But you can see the water still on the grass. But we didn't want to make a long video since we made the other one so long. But look at that big old pile. I'm going to try to see when my sister brings the tractor down and move that tree over there, if she can't just scoop all that and put it. I tried to lay it where she could put the forks underneath it and snatch it up. But doesn't that look so much better? It'll look even better when them vines get off that tree. And then this one, this is, I need to clean it up, but you can see the mess on that thing. It's just atrocious. That's why I've stayed away from it. I've cleaned that off before, and I've cleaned those too. And I got into something, I don't think it's poison ivy. I think it was like poison sumac or something like that. But anyway, alright, I'll pick y'all up when I get back up top. Well, I thought I'd stop on the way. See all this rooting going on, but I don't think it's pigs. It may be pigs, but I don't know if it's pigs, because they would be tearing up a whole lot more. And most of it I see going around is at the bases of trees, or where the water's flowed. I've noticed it over there on that tree. But leave me a comment. Tell me if you think it's armadillos or pigs. My sister was asking me, well, you think it's pigs? Well, if it's pigs, they'd be tearing up a lot more. So I'm thinking maybe armadillos or something. Alright, pick y'all up at the top. So here's the runoff from that downspout. I had to yesterday check, make sure it was open. And it is. It had a bunch of dirt, but I cleaned it out. But I feel a cool breeze, that's why I stopped. Woo! Gracie! Gracie, you feel that breeze? You feel that breeze, girl? And I've got strings hanging from this holly because Kristen and them painted some things for Lacey to put in her room, and we had them hanging up drying. So we left the strings. I figured just leave them. Maybe I'll put some kind of a wind chime or something on there, which I haven't done yet, but I may. Anyway, you know, instead of making it up there, I'm just going to go ahead and call the video. But I got, you can see I got all that cut down. And I wish there's a limb, that limb right there. That ugly looking limb that you see from this one. I think it's that one. Maybe it's that one. Maybe it's that one. Wish I could get that trim back. But anyway, there's that. He's like, he knows I'm talking to y'all. Eat your grapevine there, Dutton. Mama, am I going to have to give yours to Dutton? You just all got your full and decided to lay down. But I guess we're going to wait for the rain again. I went and put diatomaceous earth all around squash plants and stuff like that to make sure I keep the bugs off, because, you know, they're going to come. They're going to come, aren't they, Dutton? They're going to come, aren't they, sweetie? Yeah, they're such a good goat. They're wagging his little tail. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? What are you doing? There he goes. There he goes, wagging that little tail. And then he'll start pushing on the fence. Anyway, if y'all like the video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, come on over and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you, and hit the notification bell. So every time we upload a video, you'll know. I'm going to sit here, wait for the rain again. We got clouds every which direction. More rain. I mean, I can tell that it's ran off. Not too bad. I did fill in that hole a little bit. But, yeah. One day, if I had more grass, this would stop doing this. But, from now, we'll just keep getting on. Alright, catch you on the next one.